Shit's getting real, dog.
So that music that played while Wander was being sucked into the vortex, yeah, that was in essence, the full version of the track that plays when you stab the Colossus and kill it.
Yep.
Now, this is what I was talking about before about the original ending. Well, I'll wait for the things to actually transpire, but you know.
Alright, I'm ready to say it. I'm ready to say it.
Just,
What about Mono?
you know, because I mean, come on, you didn't even take the body back or anything.
Mono will live.
That is awesome. Dormin actually kept his promise. Son of a bitch, he might actually be for real. He might actually not be as bad as you claim that he is. Or maybe he just is that honorable. We had a deal. You complete the ritual, I revived the maiden. And that's exactly what happened. But does she know? Does she know the price that he paid for her? And so that wasn't, you know, really there. But, you know, because how would she know? She's probably never even heard of this place. And no doubt
She's never even heard of Wander, to be completely honest.
Maybe he's always been that shy guy that's always been there, you know, in the distance admiring her, but she never noticed him. You don't know.
It's very possible.
You know, they never give you an explanation. But aggro. Way to tug at the heartstrings, Team Ico. Really, Aggro either has a broken leg or maybe a sprain. You know, so yeah, the horse survived. Horses can swim, but
yeah, they can actually.
But to survive a fall like that, they has to be extremely lucky.
Or extremely determined.
That or maybe Dormin had a hand in it. That's something that I hadn't heard of before, so that's just me.
That's actually a very logical point.
Now, the original ending, when she touched Aggro's memories would have transferred to her, and she would have seen Wander dealing with all of these. Instead of it just being like a staff roll of each of the Colossi in their corpse forms, you'd actually see as they were. And you'd see that he was fighting them and this, that, and the other. And that's how she'd know. And that would kind of clear everything. So people wouldn't be, you know, all choked up and, well, does she know? Did he tell?
That's what really got to me. I'm like, does she know that what Wander did for her?
That is kind of heartbreaking that he did all that and she didn't even know.
Yeah.
But I read in like comments on Lucagen's finale that people cried when they saw that or whenever they played it. I didn't.
This game made me cry. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I felt the emotional weight, but I didn't really cry.
I cried when Wander fell and died. I cried when Mono came back to life when Aggro showed up. Then I cried when Mono, you'll see later on. I'll point it out. Well, I cried that Mono probably does not know what Wander did, and then one more time that I cried shortly after his credits were done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know. Not to mention, you did mention it earlier, but I censored a good chunk of it.
I remember I rewatched that, and it's beep. I'm like, wow. Shit.
Yeah, because you were talking about it slow, so I was like, oh crap, now I gotta like really hate the crap out of it.
My bad.
I was like, you know what? It really shouldn't matter. I'd actually have left it in. But there you go. There goes Argus. And then this one's really sad. Malus. He's bolted down, so all he can do is just slump. He doesn't even get to fall. Damn. So, yeah. These guys. I mean, you can't really blame them for doing what they were doing. I mean, they were trying to protect the land. You know, and the rest of the world. I mean, as far as we know, they're actually right.
As far as we know. We don't know what Dormin would have actually done. They're just going off the legend. What really... And they attacked Wanderer, which really what pissed off Dormin. So really, if they didn't show up, what really would have happened?
We don't know. Yeah, well, that's the thing. The land isn't necessarily sealed anymore. Well, with the exception of whatever the hell you did just there, but, you know, still.
He just broke the bridge so no more outsiders can get in and no one can leave.
Well, that's gay. Why would you do that? There's nothing else there. I mean, there aren't any idols to destroy. I'm not sure what happened to the Dark Essence. You know, so... I don't know. I don't get that.
I don't fucking know anymore, dog.
And then, that poor horse. All that shit. I had to go through all that, and for what? A bum leg.
Here comes another sad point.
So, is that? Yep. That's Wander. Reduced to an infant. So he gets a second chance, but like I said earlier, his soul is tainted. So, those horns serve as a reminder of the cost, the price that he paid. And thus, I go.
Yep.
The fuck? Really? Really? Wait, where are you going?
Up.
Seriously, if the horse has more sense than the girl, then what the hell was the point in saving the girl? Or maybe the horse is trying to get out of here. Maybe she doesn't know what happened to the bridge.
Well, they do now.
Oh man, the bridge is gone. I knew I shouldn't have came all the way back here. Ugh.
Tiger's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go this way.
You know what? I'm just gonna jump off the temple. I don't want to live with this anymore.
What really made me like, I know Ico came before Shadow of the Colossus, but I wish that Ico had a bit more like tie-in to Shadow of the Colossus.
Well, I mentioned it during the fight with Phalanx that the rings in the arena are pretty much the same rings that are in the castle. The solar-powered rings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that because I haven't actually played Ico, so...
I played Ico. It was really good. Like I said, I wish they should, like, redo Ico, but, like, tie in more into Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point of The Last Guardian. That's supposed to kind of connect both games.
Yeah.
So, here we go with this. What the F is this? I didn't see this before. Why is Bambi here?
Hey, look, animals.
Yeah.
Food!
It says...
No.
Yeah, it's what I got from, I believe it was the official art book. That once Wander set foot in the Forbidden Lands, the seal that was placed over it had been broken, and now time and life can actually continue here. Although it kind of, well, I was about to say it kind of continued anyway because you saw birds and lizards and tortoises. Yeah, he set foot in the land and then everything started flowing again. Kind of redundant, and kind of pointless. Stop it! This is not Bambi. Leave it alone. Everybody coming to say hi. This is not the Lion King. And then this track right here. This track got me.
Oh, this track.
Now, some people believe that Wander's soul actually was, reincarnated as the bird here.
No, it's the baby.
Which is interesting, considering the bird is almost always with you when you're out there riding.
That is very true.
Now, I didn't keep it in, but I did kind of let it loop a bit. So it shows the opening FMV again, and you see this bird flying in. It's kind of a bookend as the bird flies away at the end of the game. It flies in at the beginning, during the introduction. Now I wonder, do those 16 pillars of light ever go away? I mean, they'd have to. I mean, I don't know how much time passed between Shadow and Ico, but...
Well, if it's supposed to... If the Horned Child and Ico is supposed to be Wanderer, so around like 10, 15 years?
It's supposed to be?
Yeah.
What?
Because we're not 100% sure.
Well, then where the heck did the rest of the people come from?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you have like the Queen and all the other crap and other architecture. I mean, maybe there are more cities that we haven't seen, but we've only seen like 3.
Or maybe the child that we play as just not like just one of the children spawned off of what Wander started.
Well, more than likely that's what it is. There's a hereditary line because of what he did.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I suppose I'd actually have more insight if I played the game, but someday. And then again, I can also watch Let's Plays as well, so I can get an idea.
You can check out KS6 Scope's Let's Play of it. It was pretty good.
Or Lucagen. Or probably Scottish Duck 17. I think he also did it. So, let's check out my final time. I believe, what was it? 8 hours?
8 hours, really?
I mean, like, it might have been 7 hours. Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours. 8 hours, 39 seconds.
That was Shadow of the Colossus. Stay tuned for a bonus episode, a discussion.
Oh.